Welcome to this episode of Best of America by Horseback. I'm Tom C. with Kristen Bisco.
On this episode, we're at Airfield 4-H Conference Center in Wakefield, Virginia, which is near Petersburg, Virginia, and historic Jamestown.
This facility is open to the public for trail riding, fishing, boating, recreational shooting, and all types of outdoor opportunities right on a 100-plus acre lake.
They have beautiful motel lodging, stalls, and even hookups.
50 years ago, when I attended 4-H summer camp, I had no idea the facilities would grow and expand to all types of recreation opportunities for adults and be open to the public and include trail riding. They recognize the importance of equine activities, so they have plans to build more RV sites, a covered arena, and access to thousands of acres for trail riding.
Whether you come here as a corporate outing or a family reunion or to trail ride, you're supporting the 4-H summer camp program.
So sit back and relax and watch another episode of Best of America by Horseback as we bring you this episode from the Airfield 4-H Conference Center in Wakefield, Virginia.
Part of this show is brought to you by Mill Creek Manufacturing, makers of the first compact and stainless steel manure spreaders. They also make spin groomer arena rakes and now a new line of outdoor power equipment like the Mighty Ox log splitters and wood chippers. All top quality, high value equipment, all made in the USA. And by Spur's Big Fix, wound, skin, and hoof treatment. The more you use it, the more you'll love it.
We know who made that hitch. We know who cut the steel, who milled the ball, and who welded the seams. We know who tested, measured, and checked. We even know who thought the whole thing up. We're B&W, and we know your hitch. Because we don't make them halfway around the world. We make them all right here. B&W. Trusted.
On this episode of Best of America by Horseback, we are riding at the Airfield Conference Center near Wakefield, Virginia, just a short drive from Richmond, Williamsburg, and the Tidewater area. Informally known as the Airfield 4-H Center, this facility is open year-round to the public, with over 100 stalls, riding trails, and 2 show arenas, with plans for a 3rd arena that will be covered. The Union Camp Corporation donated the land in the 70s to be used for 4-H camps. The center opened in 1981 as a year-round educational facility for youth and adults. It is also open to the public to enjoy all of the amenities, from trail riding to corporate outings or water sports on Airfield Lake.
105 acre. It's the Airfield Lake. It's man-made, so it's an old mill pond, but it's 105 acres. It completely surrounds our property of 218 acres, so we've got peninsulas that jut out into the water. We've got a lot of water sports with paddle boats, canoes, and we've added paddle boards now. It's a new and upcoming thing for most folks. You can, of course, fish, and we have people that come out here that are professional folks, and they'll drop a line in, and in 2 or 3 minutes they've caught a bass. And then we've got folks that just camp out on a john boat almost all day long, and they're just here for the scenery, I think. We've got the geese, of course, and great blue herons are out here on the water. We've got at least 3 or 4 active beaver lodges, where you can see them cutting the trees down, and the lodges are right on the water. Our trails go beside at least 1 active beaver lodge, so we're trying to capture all those environmental, natural resource aspects and resources that we have here.
What's the riding opportunity?
I would hate to say it's unlimited, but you've got a lot of opportunities. With the big woods, you're talking about 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 acres of timberland with trails. We partner with the Tidewater Trail group that's just 15 minutes away. So you can trailer your horse, stay here, and go ride 27 miles of trails over there.
So we can wear them out right here.
You can. You can stay here for several days and not be on the same trail in any of those days.
Most of the trails that we ride on here are actually old roads where people had their plantations and their farms. Just on this property, we're hoping to have, when we're finished, about 5 or 6 miles of trails just here at the 4-H Center. If they don't want to go away from the 4-H Center, they can come here for a weekend and just relax and have a leisurely place to ride. I have ridden here for 6.5 hours and just basically touched the hardball surface, you know, crossing it or coming down it to go someplace else. So it's a wonderful, I mean, I love it riding here. We want to bring more riders in that just want to come out here and enjoy this beauty, because we're 35 minutes from Petersburg. We're about 45 minutes from Norfolk and the Hampton Roads area. And then you're out here in the middle of nowhere.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, and it's beautiful every season of the year as well. So you can come out here in the wintertime and ride. You can come out in the spring and the summer. And the fall is just absolutely wonderful. I can't wait to get back on my horses.
The trails were great with gated horses. They're flat. There's some wooded trails which are really nice and shady, but then there's also a dirt road that we got on that's really flat and nice that you can gate your horse, and it was wonderful.
We live less than an hour away from here, and we didn't even know this place existed. We've ridden for 3 days straight, and we haven't even ridden it all yet.
We've got a wonderful cotton field that's all in bloom.
Oh, yeah.
And we want to ride around the cotton field. And the family farm that we're going to ride literally through their front yard pretty much, they have all these neat old buildings, you know, that have been there for probably 150, maybe 200 years.
Landowners Don and Kay came out to greet us, and Kay accepted Tom's invitation to take a little ride on his horse Willie.
You're looking to even be more accommodating to the horse community. Talk about that.
Yeah, we're trying to expand. We've got folks that have been with us for years, and we've been camping here since 1981. It's our 35th year. We're having our annual celebration now going on. We started a equine task force where I've brought in folks that have been working with us for 25 years, and what we want to do is take advantage of that knowledge and experience and expand our programs. And so that third arena will be something that we can look at. We're also looking at trekking and cross-country events and different types of things that we can do. As we expand the facility, we have the possibility of gaining some more acreage. And once we do that, we'll be able to expand our trails and all the programs that we do for the equine.
I'm Steve Tucker. I'm the founder and president of Tucker Trail Saddles. We listen to our customers, we leverage the experience and craftsmanship of our team, and we embrace the goal to produce the most comfortable and functional trail saddle in the world. And we believe that we are offering with the New Horizon the absolute best and most comfortable trail riding saddle available today.
I've ridden thousands of miles all over this country. The saddle I choose is a Tucker saddle.
We are riding with viewers at the Airfield 4-H Conference Center in Wakefield, Virginia. This camp was built as an educational facility for youth and adults, and it hosts 4-H camps throughout the summer. It is also open to the general public to enjoy. The accommodations here are not what you would expect at a 4-H camp. Their rooms are motel style and include deluxe accommodations.
We cater to a conferencing type of crowd as well as our 4-Hers. And so we've got 200 plus 4-H camp beds, but we also have conference facilities. So we have 43 executive type lodges, which is just as good as any hotel that you can find.
43.
43 rooms. We have about 12 conference rooms, and they will hold folks from 12 to 15 people. on up to, we have a nice building here called the Spain Lodge that'll hold 75 very nicely. And then we can get over into our main building, the gray building, which will hold in our auditorium about 300 and our main dining room 200. And you can combine those two to have a nice big room for 500 folks.
Clubs and organizations take advantage of the center's large and small meeting rooms, accommodations, and services, such as full meals, all prepared and served by the center's own chef and staff.
The quilters are great. The group that's here now is the Wakefield quilters, and they come at least twice, if not sometimes 3 times a year. Carol Richardson is awesome to work with, and she puts together these quilters. The ladies come down, there'll be about 50 of them sometimes. We have other groups that come throughout the year as well. And so they come in and they stay with us for 3 or 4 days. Usually it's on a weekend. And they coordinate these quilting groups. The guilds come down and they quilt. In addition to quilters, Tom, though, we get artist trollers that come out, and we've got these wonderful decks on all of our lodges that overlook the water. And so they come down and they do painting. And it's just a peaceful atmosphere and environment for folks to get away, get unplugged a little bit. We don't have the greatest cell service, but we do have some. And we do have internet capability, some, but it is a way for them to get away and get back to nature a little bit. Come in here for family reunions, we get weddings, you name it, we do it. We had the Nature Conservancy in here for an employee retreat a couple weeks ago, and then we had the Capital One credit card folks come in. We do a lot with our church groups, youth groups, Boy Scouts. We, of course, our nonprofit mission would be the 4-H camps through the summertime, and then we do educational programming all year long. But we are here all 12 months of the year doing programming as well as doing conferencing business to help support the 4-H camp program and keep that cost of camp low, because that's our mission, and we pay for every kid that comes to camp. We pay half of the cost of the actual cost of the camp for these kids that are coming to camp.
Many of the amenities at the Airfield Conference Center that were built for the 4-H educational programs are also available for use by the public, like their archery and shooting ranges.
So we're very heavily involved in our shooting sports. 4-H is active in training and teaching kids how to safely handle firearms, and so that's part of our program as well. We have a week-long camp that is dedicated to nothing but shooting sports. And then in our camping program for the rest of the year, we have classes that kids can take and learn about shooting safety. We have archery, we have pistol and rifle range, so we have a 25, 50, and 100-meter range, and then we've got a fully automated high and low tower, so we do skeet and trap. Well, we're into the instructional archery, and so we've got compound bows that we use with the targets. We are looking at, like I said, the 3D archery range that we could include with more of our shooting competition. And then what I would also like to do is look at some long bows where we're actually getting involved in some longer target shooting as well for the kids.
I've always wanted to ride the range. Tell me about some of the music that's starting to show up here. And these are nationally known names.
Grammy nominees actually this past year. Yeah.
And so, we're talking about Grand Ole Opry stars and so forth. You're drawing in the big boys and girls.
We just had our first annual Bluegrass Festival, and we had the likes of the Boxcars, Deer Creek Boys, Lonesome River, Junior Sisk, Larry Stevenson, so a lot of folks. Mill Run Band was our host band, and so they lined up all the groups, and a lot of these folks are International Bluegrass Award winners. Some of them are Grammy nominees, and so we were very pleased, very fortunate to get these folks coming in, and some of them are already booked in for next year, so we're excited about that. We had over 400 people in attendance at our first event. They could not talk enough about how wonderful our staff was and attentive to those folks. And it's just a testimony to the people that I have working with us here at the center. But these folks go well above and beyond the call of duty. They are employees of the center, but they also know that the 4-H Center is a special place, and we cater to the needs of those children. So I can't say enough about our staff, and they're just wonderful.
It's really nice to be able to give back to the community, especially the 4-H stuff. I was a 4-H kid. I went through the program, the equestrian and the public speaking, and so I know how beneficial this place is to the kids. And you never get past that 4-H stuff. If you start, you're always a 4-H'er, no matter how old you are. You just kind of always have that give back attitude, which is really wonderful.
I started in 4-H when I was a teenager in Virginia Beach, and I was in a Virginia Beach horse club. And you start 4-H in the equestrian clubs at 8 years old. And the clubs have grown and grown over the years, and a little bit has changed. We always do a project book. Each child in the club is required to do a project book whether you have a horse or not.
Girls, this is the scrapbook y'all put together. Is this a club effort? Everyone works on their own page or pages?
Yes. And then the historian puts it all together at the end.
And I think I heard that you're the club's historian this year?
Yeah, this is my first year doing it. That's some of our events. That's our Christmas event.
And then we've got guest speakers, and then it goes into the writer pages and it talks about all the different members in the club?
Yes, ma'am.
So we have guest speakers, the equine dentist, and veterinarians and farriers and things like that.
So they really learn a lot about horse care, what it means to have a horse, and all the different aspects that go into it.
Yes.
If you are interested in learning more about Best of America by Horseback, visit our website at bestofamericabyhorseback.com. There you can view our show schedule on RFD TV, learn how to join us for upcoming rides and events, benefits of our trail club and how to join, find riding locations and dude ranches by state, shop the online store for Best of America by Horseback logo gear, read our monthly newsletter to stay up to date, and learn about our sponsors and their quality products. It's all here at bestofamericabyhorseback.com.
When you vacation at a Dude Ranchers Association ranch, you can be sure of quality all-inclusive vacations that are perfect for everyone, from family adventures to couples and adult-only retreats. Guests can enjoy spectacular scenery, great horses, cattle drives, pack trips, hiking, amazing private waterfly fishing, to the thrill of whitewater rafting. The Dude Ranchers Association, representing over 95 ranches west of the Mississippi since 1926.
We are riding at the Airfield Conference Center near Wakefield, Virginia. The center hosts many horse shows throughout the year in their 2 outdoor riding arenas, with plans in the works to build a 3rd arena that will be covered.
Here in the arenas, they host events like cowboy mounted shooting. They've also have jumps, so those that want to do hunt jump, able to do that as well as other equine events.
I didn't realize how many horse associations come here to Central Virginia to this facility. And with the trails are accessible right from where we are, right from where you park, where they have hookups, plenty of parking, and you can go to extended trails on other properties adjacent to it and connecting that are thousands of acres.
Mel, you have another volunteer group that helps with trails.
Right. We depend on volunteers for basically all of our programs. The Virginia Master Naturalists came out and we worked with them, and they actually cut the trail that we rode today. Wonderful group of volunteers that spent a lot of hours out here. And because of their work, we're actually an official stop on the Virginia Birding and Wildlife Trail system now.
Anybody on any horse at any level can be happy riding here at Airfield.
This was our first ride with Best of America by Horseback, and we really enjoyed the facility and the trails here. The conference center was much larger than I thought it was going to be. The facilities are spread out so that you don't feel crowded in any way, but they're convenient to everything, and everybody was very helpful and very nice.
We had nice camping facilities, and the stalls were all set up very nicely.
The facilities here are incredible. You can come here any day you want. We were with, obviously, Best of America, but you can come here any day, pay $8, and have all this available to you.
This is a beautiful stopover, worth coming to, safe, close to everything. What does it cost?
You can come here and enjoy the facility if you want to go out on the canoe or go swimming in the summertime. We have a daily fee of $8, and that would include trail rides.
Mel, you said $8. That's like between $7 and $9.
Yeah,
$8.
Yeah, under 10. Exactly.
Under 10. And the stall is 15.
Stall is 15.
Covered indoor stall.
And then you can, of course, if you don't want to stay in your trailer, even though we have RV hookups and we've got them from 20 to 50 amps, you can rent one of our luxurious accommodations here and just stay and enjoy a nice bed. So anybody that's looking to come up and down 95, that's traveling the East Coast, we're a place where you can stop and stall your horse. We're open 24/7. We're also a emergency evacuation stall facility for those folks coming up out of Hampton Roads.
We're blessed to be able to travel so many places, but this is one place I'd love to come back just to put my feet up, fish a little bit with no bait on the hook, or sit in front of the fireplace and watch the fire burn. This is just a wonderful place, and it does so many things for so many people. And I congratulate you and I commend you for what you do.
Boy, thank you. Thank you so much. And we just invite everybody to come out and experience what we get to experience every day. And when you can come out and visit this place, you'll want to come back time and time again.
For more information on visiting the Airfield Conference Center in Wakefield, Virginia, and to see their full schedule of events, you can log on to airfieldconference.com or call them at 757-899-4901.
We hope you've enjoyed this episode of Best of America by Horseback at this gorgeous lakeside facility in Wakefield, Virginia, and support the 4-H all over the country. If you'd like to see where we're going to do other shows in the future or join us, this is how you do it.
Visit our website, bestofamericabyhorseback.com. Click on rides and events, and you can see all the places where you can join us. Also, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Best of America by Horseback.
Thanks for watching. See you next week. Just as an aside, do you remember exactly where they caught the largest bass? Is there a particular place?
I want to say that, they hang out over here where the tree stumps are, but I'm not sure. That's where bass usually, they're up under the stuff. So.
Okay. So if you knew really, would you tell me?
No, of course not.